Okay, so we are now on the auxiliary equation in solving a distinct roots, no? What if you have distinct roots? So your solution would be look like this. You have y is equal to c sub 1 times e to the power of m sub 1x plus c sub 2 times e to the power of m sub 2x. Wherein your m here are two roots, no? Two distinct real roots. Okay. Now, suppose you will ask to find the general solution of this. You are given d squared plus 2d minus 3 of y is equal to 0. Now again, to solve this, first we need to write this to its auxiliary equation. So this would look like this. You just simply replace d by m. So m squared plus 2m minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay? So, now look at the left side of the equation. This is already a quadratic equation. So, meaning, we can solve this by using either of the four methods, no, in solving a quadratic equations. But, simply, if we could look at the left side of the equation, we can solve this by factoring. Okay? Directly factoring. You have, the factors are m plus 3 times m minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, are we correct? So, correct yun na siya. So, now we can set each factors to 0. You have m plus 3 is equal to 0 and m minus 1 is equal to 0. So, it follows that we can say that this is our m sub 1. M sub 1 is equal to negative 3. Our m sub 2 is equal to 1. Okay, so we have now two unequal real roots. Then, therefore, our solution to this is y is equal to, just observe the solution, kana nga given. Dapat inani og forma, so that way, you just copy c sub 1 times e. What is the value of our m sub 1? So that is negative 3, so that is negative 3x, because you have x here, plus c sub 2 times e to the power our m sub 2 is 1, so just simply x. So this is the solution of the equation. That's it. Okay? So let's move on to our second example. So let's consider our second example. Okay? What if you will be given, okay, gamay kaya itong kuan, no? Gamay kaayo itong number 2. You're given d squared plus d minus 6 of y is equal to 0. Okay. Now, clearly, the left side, if we rewrite that to its auxiliary equation, dali na ma-factor, correct? So we have our solution. First, again, we write this to its auxiliary equation. So you have m squared plus m minus 6 is equal to 0. Then we can factor the left side directly, right? So you have m plus 3 times m minus 2 is equal to 0. So these are the factors of the left side. So we can solve for m sub 1 is equal to, okay, negative 3. Our m sub 2 is equal to positive 2. So we have now two unequal real roots. So if we go back to the solution, mo to inad to yung forma, so you have the solution of this equation would be y is equal to c sub 1e. What is the value of our m sub 1? That is negative 3. So, negative 3x plus c sub 2 times e. The roots of the value of m sub 2 is 2. So, 2x. So, this is, okay? That's all for today.